What's going on, guys? Me Dugout back here with more possible teams. Today is the Liga Bbva, and we have the three big clubs: Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico. First of all, I'll just scroll through the team of the week, and obviously I might do a pack coding for Aguero. Cavani's alright, obviously, but it's mostly Aguero. Starting off with Barcelona, obviously have a transfer ban, so therefore they cannot actually sign players. But we start off the bench here with Xavi. Their legend, I think, will be on the bench next year. He's an absolute sensational player, but he's just not competing with anyone anymore. I mean, he's gone past it. He might be sold, might retire. I think he'll stay on the bench. Now going here to the midfield, we'll start with the front three, actually. We have Messi, Neymar, Suarez. They're like the best front three you could have. I mean, I personally am a Ronaldo boy, but I still think Messi, Neymar and Suarez are absolute class up front. Well, we're moving on to Real Madrid. There wasn't much else after their transfer ban. They can't actually sign people to Real Madrid. Now we'll start straight on the bench here to Pepe. Oh no, actually we'll go Bale. Gareth Bale has had an awful season. I think will be on the bench for most of next season. He will play some bits too. He's had an awful season. He hasn't lived up to the expectation. I mean, last season he was class. Everyone forgets about how good he was last season. But Khedira, I think he'll stay. He was linked with a move to Arsenal, Man U, Chelsea now, but I think he will stay now. The transfer talks are broken down, to be fair. And, I mean, I forgot to do in the Arsenal team. I'll explain it later, but I think Khedira will stay at the club. I mean, now we move on to Hernandez. I think will permanently sign. And Morata, the one who knocked him out of the cup, used to be from the academy, but they do want to permanently sign him. There's one man in the match on the market currently for $2 million. And that's gone past his price. But Isco, he's on the reserves because I personally believe Isco will be sold. I should have put him in that Arsenal team. I forgot Sanchez and Isco. I'm sorry about that. But now the main transfer talk of the whole window is David De Gea. No doubt this guy's on everyone's minds. Where will he go to? He's been favoured to go to Madrid. He's in form, is on the market. But he's been favoured to go to Real Madrid, leaving United. Laporte, he is a very young player who's on everyone's minds as he probably will leave Atletico Bilbao. It's a high percent chance he'll leave because obviously the club ain't big enough and everyone wants him. The midfield I think will stay the same. Benzema as well will stay at the club despite rumours of him leaving. I was quite shocked when people heard about Benzema leaving. But Marco Reus, the man who's died down in the transfer rumours, I think will sign for a club in the end. I think it will be Real Madrid. I think he will replace Bale at right mid because obviously Ronaldo can't be replaced no matter where. I think he will be played at right mid, Royce at the club, and have to get used to a new position because Bale will leave the club because of his form. And I don't actually think he will, to be fair. But moving on to Atletico, not a lot changes. Starting the bench to the first player that would go decide for Atletico Madrid is Miranda. He's benched for someone. That's a surprise. He's been sensational, but he will be on the bench, I think, next year when you see who's actually leading the race for this player. He is in the back. You see an 8-1 rate player there. You probably have already seen it. If you haven't, then I won't just say it now. But Danny Rose, an English left-back going to the club, is a huge shock. It's all over the news in La Blanca, something like that. It was some news. That's my source. Apparently, he could be making a potential move to there from Tottenham. It's just a really massive surprise. I know they need a left-back, I've heard. And Searchy, I think he's only on loan, I'm not sure, but there have been rumours that he will permanently sign, or he's either on loan or he hasn't signed a contract, but there are rumours that he will definitely be at Atletico Madrid next season. Now moving on here to Laporte. He was in the other one, but Atletico Madrid currently lead the race for the Atletico Bilbao centre-back. The potential of this is amazing. I think Atletico Madrid, it'll suit there. I mean, it's the same colours, that's the only reason I can see him in the kit. But United, Chelsea and that are also into it, but rumours are Atletico Madrid lead the race over any Prem club, because the fact that he's Spanish and wants to stay in his own league, that is. Now left-back Felipe Luis, after moving to Chelsea, has found it really hard to settle in to the... Sorry, that was a little cut there. Felipe Luis, brought on 13k at the beginning of FIFA if you're wondering, but I think he will stay and go to Atletico Madrid after he's found it really hard to settle in at the club. It's been really hard. Moving on to the midfield, you don't see Koke, because if you watch the other one, it will be... it will be at the end of this video to click on. He stay there in the strike force. You do not also see Griezmann. He's also been linked with a move to Chelsea. They're trying to rob players, but Lacazette's a huge transfer news here, and he's not really favourite to go there, but Atletico Madrid do actually want him. He could go there. You never know. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, leave a like and a rate would be like me and don't just subscribe.